Hello friends, it is Mrs. P. Happy Thursday. I'm going to try to get this video recorded and uploaded before I have to leave in about 40 minutes, I guess, for the soccer banquet. I just wanted to pop in here. I need to do my cash stuffing so that I can get groceries and do all the things that I've got to do in town. We survived testing, barely. We took our last regular EOG today. It was the math. I tested the math 1 kids, which are the advanced math. Their teacher is actually at the high school and he couldn't come over and do the testing, so they had me do that for him. They had a max of 4 hours. And literally, the last student finished with 10 minutes to spare. And when she hit like end test, where, it submits the test, she literally sat there and cried. She was so stressed. These tests are awful. There were 80 questions on that test for them today. 80 math questions. 20 of them were calculator inactive and 60 were calculator active. And you would think that the calculator active, where you get to use a calculator, would be easier, but the majority of the questions you can't use a calculator. A calculator will not solve those questions. So I had students use up to 7 sheets of scratch paper, front and back, to answer all of those math problems. It was crazy. My kids, I got the ELA scores back. There were a few surprises of students that didn't do as well as I anticipated, but after I conferenced with 105 students yesterday, guys. That was hard. How many tears? 5 kids cried. I always try to find as much positive information that I could give the kids as I possibly can. A few of them I was a little, not angry. I wasn't angry, but I was annoyed with them because they admitted to me that they rushed and didn't try. So I have the option to retest whoever I want to. I had conversations with the kids who are like 1 point away. With testing, there's a few of those that I will not retest because I feel like even though they were 1 point away from being proficient, that they did their absolute best. And I am proud of that. And I told them I will celebrate that, even though it doesn't say proficient, it's a win for them because that was their best. And that's all I ask for. I always tell my students, this score is going to go in a file. Nobody's going to ever look at it again. What matters is when you get to high school. In high school, it does matter because then you've got a GPA, and if you want to go to college, it impacts that. So 8th grade, middle school, elementary school, any student, I tell, it impacts me in my job because, they hold teachers accountable for the scores, but students, don't sweat it. All right, money is here. I'm not going to count it. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm not counting it anymore. If you do, let me know. I mean, I enjoy watching people count money, but those people can do counting very well. I cannot. I just feel like it's just boring the way I do it. So we've got $1,373 here to stuff. This is our last stuffing for May. The first thing I'm going to do is pull out any ones that I have in my wallet and my grocery money. Those are the things that I pull out. So grocery money, I have no ones, but I do have $50, which is good. We are going to Sam's this weekend, so this will come in handy. So that is that. Pets, I have at least one. Yeah, one, and it is a J-Buck. My great nephew graduated from pre-K last night. Bless their little hearts. There were so many little pre-K kids, 3, and none of them are J or D. There were so many kids, they had to sit there for a long time and be still. And my nephew, he couldn't stay still the whole time. He got a little wiggly, but it was so cute. They sang, each pre-K class sang a different song, and it was just adorable. You could definitely tell the kids who were very quiet and behaved in the classroom, and the kids who were probably the ones that kept their teachers on their toes. All right, so for groceries, I am going to put in 150. And so that's going to be 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50. So 150 in groceries. Pet supplies gets a 20. And I do need to pull out 20. I found another one. Put that over here. I do need to pull out $20 to cover the kitty litter that came in from Amazon. I had canceled my Amazon Prime membership, and I was just going to get kitty litter from Walmart. I forgot I was on the subscribe and save for kitty litter, so I had that come in, but I have since then canceled it. I like it better than what I can get at Walmart. I may change my mind, and if I can keep the subscribe and save without having to pay for like shipping, I may just do that. Household is going to get 15. So 10 and 5. I may take part of this to put with the Sam's money because I need to get some things that are like household related at Sam's. All right, Mr. P gets 30, 20, and 10. Let's see here. Mrs. P. Now, I did take out some money that I had accidentally put in my envelope for sports, so that is gone now. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 35. 135, I'm adding in $60, and that is here. I will take my money and help use it for anything extra that I find that I want at Sam's. I may get me a book because I do read on a Kindle, but I prefer an actual book, and I haven't bought an actual book in so long. We're going to Sam's. They have good deals on books, but we're also going to a used bookstore because it's called McKay's. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that. If you're in the Tennessee region, that's where we're going to go to Sam's. Knoxville and Chattanooga has McKay's, and they also have like records, and my daughter is all about records. She loves music of all kinds, and she has a record player. She wants to look at the records. So that will be this weekend. Miss P, she gets 15. I was gonna like start just changing her, putting her money toward her Venmo card so that she has digital access to it, but she got paid for helping her dad with the DJ event he did last week, and she said, Mom, I need some cash because sometimes I want to have cash for like going to Starbucks or something like that. So she's got 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. So not much in there. And I do see a D-Buck. Somebody said I should switch out the D-Bucks and J-Bucks out of my daughter's wallet for the D and like for these so that I can earn, like, I'm going to take their advice because I need to save up some more stuff for my nephew and my niece. So anyway, gas is going to get, did I take out gas? I just pumped gas. Did I take out the 35? I can't remember. I need to check to see if I took that out of the bank. But it's going to get 65. 20, 40, 60, and 5. All right, so gas has 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 55, 60. I will rewatch my video from last week to see how much was in there. And I only got gas once, which was $35. So if I didn't take that out, I will take that out and put it back in the bank. I cannot remember. Guys, it has been just survive week. I mean, the end of the year is crazy. It just seems like there are so many things that going on, graduations and banquets and all the things, plus testing. So, oh, I forgot to take my change out. And I've got quite a bit this week. Okay. Oh, this thing is getting full. Oh, I just had like this feeling that I didn't start my recording, but I did. Okay, I just double checked. That's an awful feeling. I know that Lindsay at Boy Mom Loves to Save, she's done that like twice in the last little bit. And I know that feeling because I've done it too. And it's it's really frustrating because you're like, I can't re-talk about the things I talked about. I can't even remember what I say. And then like if you do challenges, you've already scratched and talked. I mean, it's hard when you do that. All right, now we're going to do my sinking funds. So for Beauty, is going to get a 20. So Beauty now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 15. 115. I was like, is that right? It is right. It is right. All right, medical. We've used quite a bit of medical lately, but this is just for subscriptions and over-the-counter medicine, so it's going to get a 20. So 20, 35 in there. My daughter just came in the back door and about gave me a heart attack. I didn't know she was outside. All right, sports. I did put the money back in here for sports. And now that all the sports are over, I am still stuffing it because we need to buy the our yearly card. What are they called? The yearly. I can't even think of what it's called. Pass. A yearly pass to get in all the varsity games, and we're going to be having a lot of those this year. All right, so 20, 40, 60, 70. Each pass for me, my husband, and my daughter to have a pass. It's 170. Hers is only 10, and she gets in everything except for basketball games because she's not going to be a manager this year, so she likes to go watch those games, and this will save quite a bit of money. Anyway, that's that. All right, Sam's and Costco gets the leftover grocery money, and I'm excited about going to Sam's this weekend. So 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 270. Nice. All right. Pool supplies is completely empty, as you see. Technically, I put negative 62.23, and I was going to like stuff it and just try to get it back to a positive balance. But I know now that it's pool season and we've got it uncovered and everything, we'll need like chlorine and things. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff it, and I'm going to put $20 in there. So instead of being negative 62.23, we took that out of the account, and I'm just going to go ahead and put 20. So $20 in there to start building that back up after buying that filter. I did ask my husband like how often we'll need a filter like that, and he said probably every 2 years. So I need to think about that as I stuff this, to keep in mind chemicals, filter, and just maintenance stuff. All right, garbage doesn't get stuff, subscriptions, school supplies, and this envelope needs to be taped. See, it's falling apart, but I'm going to make new ones when I get time. All right, so school supplies is going to get 10. I did use some of it. I spent $30 on candy for my students in the classroom. All right, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So now we've got 80 in there. I like to use candy as incentives. I have stickers and candy that I give away, and I was running low on the stuff they like, so I ordered some. All right, gasoline, that's propane. We don't stuff it right now. Vet is going to get 20, I think. Yeah, 20. So vet, and we did use some more in vet to buy the hip and joint pills for the dog. All right, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 85. So 185. All right, car tags gets 10. All right, so it's got 200 in the high yield savings account, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110 in cash. So that's 310. Car maintenance. Okay, so somebody also suggested that since I do have some money saved in the home maintenance in our high yield savings account, to start stuffing extra from home maintenance into car maintenance so I can save up for those tires. Thought that was a wonderful idea. So I'm doing that this week, and I'm putting all of it, none in home maintenance, all of it in car maintenance. So $80, 20, 40, 60, 80, and I condensed this, so I've got 3 100s now. So we have 380. I don't need to count that. So 380 toward tires. Okay, and nothing in home maintenance. Okay, so that is all of my sinking funds. Now, these are where the D bucks go and the J bucks. 4th of July is our next holiday that we're saving for. I've got clothes and date night. This is the fun one. And I don't know why I have a vacation one. Gifts, birthdays, family fun, kids. Okay, so as you can see, I condensed this. This is where I keep the J and D bucks, but I needed some ones, so I just switched it out with a 5. I don't think it matters as long as this is just saving, right? Saving up for the nephew and the niece. All right, so now we've got 5, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $10 in there for my niece and nephew. All right, so that is that. Now we go into the challenge envelope. All right, so debt gets the leftover dollars, which is 3. Not much, but that's okay, because we were able to put a bigger amount to the snowball this week. We're putting $220 in here. So that's going to be 20, 40, 60, 80, 120 in 20s. 60 in 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That should finish that debt binder and then some. So I'm excited about that. All right, randomizer. I'm going to put 50 in it this week. That's going to be 2 10s, 5 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Senior year gets 10. That's a 10. Vacation is going to get 50. That's 2 20s and a 10. Health. I'm going to increase this one also because I had to pull everything out of my Friday binder. So it is going to get 73. So that's going to be a 20, a 10, 7 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 73 in there. All right, summer savings is going to get 75, and a mini finished last week, so I've got that one in here. This is $16 right there. And then what are we adding? 75. That's going to be 3 10s. 1, 2, 3. 8 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 5 ones. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may regret not getting more ones, but I was trying not to overdo it with ones because, like, I feel like sometimes my binders have tons of ones. I don't know. Christmas is going to get 50, and that's going to be 2 10s, 5 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wedding is going to get 35, so that's going to be 6 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had a little bit extra, like at the end of the month, and I put as much as I could towards debt, but I beefed up a little bit of these categories because I know that going into summer, I will not be able to fund these categories as much. So emergency fund is going to get 100, and that's going to be 2 20s. I have $100. Eating out. Okay. I was like, why do I have $100 left over? Eating out. That's what it is. Okay. See, I always forget because I don't keep that eating out envelope in my wallet. All right. So emergency fund gets 2 20s, 3 10s, last 3 10s, 5 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Mini Monday. This should be 6 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, y'all. Oh, I was supposed to put $5 in propane. Okay, I'll go back. I've messed up 2 envelopes. All right, and then this should be 21s unless I've messed that up also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, 20. All right, good deal. Okay, so there are mistakes, but it is not major. I do know where the extra money goes. All right, so 5 of it goes in propane. I forgot I had decided to fund that every week just a little bit so that I could have money to buy propane for our gas grills. All right, so 65 in there. All right. And then the other goes into my wallet. I have that envelope right over here, eating out. Okay, so I need to put that in here because I'm going to need some of this money for tonight. Now, last night I was going to use part of this $100. I was just going to like pay myself back out of the bank, but my dad ended up paying for our dinner. So we will probably have extra money for eating out left over. Unless I did look at the prices for the, the restaurant we're going to, and their prices have gone up, and it is crazy ridiculous. I mean, like, it's a barbecue place, and just a hot dog with a side was $15. A hot dog, y'all. All right, that is all. The money has been distributed. I need to get off here so I can hurry up and get this uploaded so you guys can see it and I can get to the banquet. All right, friends, take care. I will see you tomorrow in my Friday video. Bye.